When all's said and done, all we ever truly want is to feel loved. However, if your efforts to find long-lasting, wholesome love have caused you problems, mayhem, if you've gone from bozo to bozo and you're baffled as to why you keep going round in this vicious cycle, then my workshop, Feel Loved, is for you. Because I've taken the insights that I see come up time and time again in relationships to help you to be clear, to make conscious choices about the people that you invite into your life. So before you focus on them, we've got to do the introspection work in order to make conscious choices. And so what I've realized is there's 6 themes that reoccur again and again in intimate relationships that we need to be aware of, especially when we're seeking wholesome, healthy relationships that we want to go the long haul. So the first thing is we need to know our hooks. What entices us into somebody, and what are our areas of weakness, our vulnerabilities, because we all have them. Let's not act like we all got to be strong here, because we are human after all, and vulnerability is a part of that. So the first thing is the hook. The second is about whether you go with your head or your heart. And then we'll be exploring whether that's caused you problems and how to get a mix of the two. So we not only maybe go with our heart, but we start to include both areas, because it's essential. Because otherwise we might start sweeping things under the rug, ignoring them, pretending that they're not there. That is a recipe for disaster at times, and means that sometimes we've got into the relationship and then we're attached and then have to do the kind of, let's call it backpedaling. Then we spend time looking at feeling good enough. And I'm an advocate that we need to feel good enough when we are seeking intimate relationships. Now, feeling good enough isn't about perfection. It's about acceptance of who we are as we are. And that is really important. And I break that down into 2 areas. We're going to do the inner work. So we're going to be looking at your inner voice. Our inner voice is fundamental. How you speak to yourself, how you regard yourself, whether you're kind and compassionate to yourself or you're brutal and harsh. And then we also look at your external environments. So do your external environments make you feel good about yourself, or do they make you feel bad? So we'll be looking at your relationships, we'll be looking at your work environment, just doing a kind of assessment on your environmental situations that either promote you feeling good or not. And I have some coaching skills, goals in there to help you to start to take small steps to change. And then anybody delivering any workshop about relationships will need to be talking to you about borders and boundaries. If we haven't got any boundaries, we will be violated. And lastly, it's all about embracing change and refocusing your energy. Remember, where attention goes, energy flows. And sometimes if we're channeling our energy into situations we can't change, we know that that's a recipe for headache. And we need our energy for great things. So we explore, if you're someone who's been, you're kind of like ruminating and thinking about someone and you kind of can't move on from that, I've got some really important tools to help you redistribute your energy so that you can start to take empowered steps to move on and up with your life. Feel Loved takes place on the 1st of June in South Kensington, and it would be a privilege and an honor to support you as we take time out to look into us, so that when we go out into the world, we can be radiant, confident, and find the love that we deserve. Now that deserves a cheers. For more information, inbox me. And remember, do take care of you. Because if you don't, who will?